Greetings, everyone. I am your tube citizen, J Voodoo Child, and this is the beginning, I guess, of a project where I'm going to be trying to play Star Citizen significantly more. And I'm beginning with 4.1 because it is April 1st, 2025. So I just thought all that synergy was kind of interesting, and also April Fools and all that good stuff. It's an interesting time for me and my relationship with Star Citizen, and we'll just kind of talk about this. I'm hoping that it's going to be one part gameplay and one part, and while I'm playing the game and trying to learn the game and get much better at the game, because right now it's baby steps for me at this point, is to kind of just share my thoughts and comments about that. The stages of the game, what's being released, what's my opinion on it, what's my take, and just kind of have a shared experience where I'm just kind of sharing with the community just my point of view. So here we go. We have gotten this far. So before we begin all that, I want to talk about, let's see here, my hangar. So just notice March 27th, like 4 days ago, we got, or 5 days ago, got this random RSI painting for hangar flare, or maybe I can put it in the ship, I don't know. Don't know what's the cause of this, but I wanted to point out that as of today, we have 3 Warbond offers. The Mole, $25 off when you spend, I think, 15, I want to say, maybe 10, yeah, 15. And the choices are the Sentinel, the Blade, and the Medevac. Medevac is definitely going up in price, hopefully sometime soon. The Blade is a good standard price. Vanguard Sentinel, this is already released, so this price shouldn't be moving. I don't know about the Blade. I think the Blade is out. Not 100% sure. I'm not interested in fighters, particularly light fighters, with this price tag. Me personally, I'm kind of banking on the, not promise, but I guess early talk that we will be able to unlock purchasing in game an F8C Lightning with some sort of achievement done in Squadron 42. Whether that's just completing the game, if it's completing the game on hard mode, which has been suggested, or some other kind of rare, hard to get to achievement that is commonly offered in single player games as a way of measuring yourself against the community. So there's that. And the Corsair is $20 off when you spend 5, I believe, from the Raelian. The Raelian hopefully also is coming out soon. So if you do pick up this, so it's $5 for another $20 value. And I consider this a pretty good ratio. However, the Raelian is hopefully releasing maybe this year. I don't know. But when it does, it will generally probably jump up $25, 10%, maybe 15%. It's been kind of wonky over the last couple of years on which one it falls. Certainly the Vulture was it was like 25% jump, and then the Polaris, when it released, that was a humongous jump. So, whether this, I will say this will be 250 when it releases, and the war bonds that we're getting during a flight ready price increase do not go back to this original price as of the last couple, like 3 or 4 at this point. So if you are doing that, I guess I don't need to go back that far. I would go ahead and also pick up a one of these. The Terrapins are a good choice. The Defender is also out, so hopefully all these prices are stable, or will be for some time, and so therefore you can still get this 5-4 ratio here, and the railing is just a placeholder in the chain. It doesn't really matter, but the other thing is that if you do get the Terrapin to the Raelian, and the Raelian does jump up to the same price that the Corsair is now, if you don't want the Corsair or it falls out of favor, this War Bond CCU that is being offered today is giftable. So you can give it to, another player, or you can possibly sell it on the gray market. So there's all sorts of options there. And the last, I do want to say with the mole, there was a previous offer on the mole, and let's go with the current price. That was $20, and it was $5 off of the Harbinger. I don't believe it was at 300. I think it was at 295. So because of that $5 jump in the discount price, it disqualified the Harbinger, and so then you had to spend the extra money to get down into the Sentinel Blade or Medevac. So there are better Warbond CCUs out there, or not cross chassis upgrades, they're just upgrades now. So there are some of those out there. I have a couple that I'm planning on using. And the last is the Nova. $10 off when you spend $10 from the M50, the Hawk, or the Storm AA. This is a repeat of, I believe, an Invictus a year, maybe 2 ago, in which I picked up one for that time, the Cutlass Black, which was at $100, and then it went up $10. So I spent $10 to save $10, and the only thing good on it is I get 10 years insurance if I use that basically 1-for-1 upgrade. That's no longer an upgrade, but I do have plenty of something to, let me think. I think I have Makos. Yeah, I have Makos to Cutlass Blacks. So I kind of get that $10, and then another $10 that I spent the $10 to get in cash and new money, but I do get, a 10-year upgrade on insurance, which if you pay any attention to my channel, I'm a big advocate for starting chains with starter packs and not LTI tokens. And oftentimes the starter packs do not have good insurance to begin with. But in any upgrade that has longer term insurance, you'll get the longer term in the final product. And so there's LTI, that's obviously the top, and then the next one below that is 10 years. Now, I consider 10 years to be a significant amount of time. I don't know too many games that I'm playing 10 years later. And even if I am playing something over those 10 years, I think I have a good enough income and basis in the game to be able to afford basic insurance at that point, regardless of how many ships I have. Anyway, that's a long story. You can kind of watch my shorts and my thoughts on that. And so those are the 3 upgrade offers that are being available. I believe CIG is putting out a new sale, if you will, called Industrial. Let me see here. I don't think it'll have it. Honey, I Shrunk the... Don't know what that's about. Orbital Assault, I wish to talk a little bit at some point. Captains of Industry, yeah, that's... So United Resources workers. So for this week, and those upgrades went up Friday. It's now Tuesday. And I believe these will be up for the rest of the week. So a couple more days left on that. But, different paints available. They're introducing the Geo and the Golem. And you have different paints available. I personally don't get into paints, but that's just my thing. And you can get an LTI token for, or actually no, this is the original ATLS. So its War Bond was $35. And I picked up one thinking it would be just like any other thing. So I got it as an LTI token, but I wanted to kind of have it in my hangar since all my chains are unapplied, and just have one in the hangar that's just with cargo loading, since that was being introduced at the time. And I know, I've known all along that cargo hauling would be a significant time sink, because you are either paying NPCs to load your cargo for you, which reduces your profits, or you're spending time to load it yourself. And as a mostly solo player, I'm mindful of, that time investment to, load cargo into your vehicle in order to run those missions, to get those profits, or to just in general trading. So, okay, limited stock offers. Oh, Pioneer and Whole E have, so yeah, a whole week worth. That's interesting. Pioneer, I imagine it's going to be sold out every time. And Warbond Argo Mole. Oh, this is... Yeah. So it's featuring that. So that's Industrial Week. Let me see. Got 14 minutes on this video. Why don't I wrap it up there? Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please consider giving it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click the bell icon to be notified when I post new videos. I hope to be posting Star Citizen content a lot more regularly. I'm not committing to any particular schedule, But I'm trying to put in the time to grow the channel and just to try and put my focus into this game now that I have a computer that's able to run it, and hopefully start enjoying what I've already invested in it with as far as pledges that I've made up to this point. And it has been substantial, but I'm certainly happy with the money I've spent on this. I am fortunate that I have some means in order to spend a lot of money on this game. And, it's something I talk about in the other videos is that I equate everything to a function. I convert everything to a function of time. And if I can spend money before the game launches to save time in the game, to not grind for that goal of purchasing a vehicle or something, I consider that worthwhile because my time is random. One thing that, in the other MMOs that I've played, whatever random times that I play or want to play may not be suitable for other people. And if I'm saying, oh, I need you guys to, in my org or my friends list, to be my crew, how much am I limiting their schedule by saying, oh, I'm only available for this time or what have you? And, sometimes I can't sleep and I'll wake up and I'll get out of bed and say, okay, well, let me try and, grind some time in the game. And so for me, there's a lot more solo time. And then if I want to do group content, then, I can be someone else's crew member. And I don't have to worry about trying to utilize and upkeep those larger vehicles, which are going to be a pain, particularly when engineering comes on. Whoever knows when that's going to happen. But anyway, that's all talk. Again, going forward, I hope to kind of have more gameplay going and then just kind of talk my way through certain subjects and whatnot. So sorry I wasn't able to get to the game. Just finished downloading. But, I'm not sure how long I want to keep these videos. But I figured this first one, and, we got to kind of talk about the campuses of the industry and the current upgrades that are available for the next couple days. So again, thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, comments below. I do want a community to share ideas, share thoughts, and as long as they're constructive, criticisms, those are fine. And, we all have different perspectives. And I hope in a community that we are able to share our perspective. And as long as we're respectful of other people's approach, people can glean or take little pieces of, oh, that sounds like a good idea, let me do that. But, that player's coming from a different thing than really fits my area, but I really like that one idea that they had. And so just by sharing different experiences, different perspectives, I hope to help other players appreciate this game that obviously I've spent a fair amount of time in, but also a fair amount of money and the hope of what it may be one day. And when I'm trying to experience here in the now to kind of, again, get some value out of the money I have spent towards this game. So anyway, more on that later. Thank you all for watching. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.